back to the channel. On this episode, we are counting down our top 10 favorite tanks that we have. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that like button, and let's get into the video.
Let's go.
Starting off at number 10 is our Guppy tank on our rack. Originally, our rack was upstairs, so this tank was actually very visible, which is why we scaped it in the first place. This tank does include Anubias, an Ocelot sword, and some money wart, along with some really beautiful stones.
I personally have enjoyed all the different varieties of guppies that have come out of this tank, but we don't see this tank all the time as it is in our fish rooms, so that's why it gets the number 10 spot.
On to number 9, my son Charlie's tank, which includes Shadow, his betta, and 2 Endler friends. This tank also includes some Anubias, crypts, wood, and some stones. My son absolutely loves his tank, and it has become a great part of his room that he likes to sit in front of and enjoy. Next is number 8, which is my daughter Novelie's tank, and her betta, Blurp. This pretty guy also has some snail friends, along with some Anubias, Rotala, crypt, and some wood and stones. My daughter gets quite a lot of enjoyment from this tank, and I think she'll continue to take really good care of it. Coming in at number 7 is my cherry shrimp tank. This 4-gallon tank contains a specific line of shrimp that we call cherry shrimp. This tank also includes some crypts, which are spreading, and we have noticed that the shrimps are actually starting to populate in here. So this is very, very exciting, and I just love this little tank. It's right by my bed. Next up is number 6, which is our angel tank in the bedroom. This is a 40-gallon tall tank, which includes some super red plecos. As you can see, they're in their cave. We also have some Rotala, Anubias, some swords, some stones, and we're learning that we don't particularly prefer tall tanks, which is why this comes in at number 6. In the number 5 spot, we have our 40-gallon breeder tank that we are using for our breeding pair of electric blue Acaras. This tank includes some Anubias, some Rotala, and crypts. Unfortunately, this pair of Acaras are liking ripping up some of the plants, so we have had to rebury a few of them. We do enjoy the nice pretty stones, especially these zebra stones in the tank, but it has earned the number 5 spot because of the Acaras.
If you would like to see the video on how this tank all came together, make sure you check the link in the comments below.
At number 4, we have our 10-gallon tank. This tank has kind of gone a little bit wild. In here we have a lot of shrimp as well as 2 coolie loaches. This tank also includes a dwarf sword, some Anubias, some Ludwigia, Rotala, Monte Carlo, and some narrow sag. This tank might need a little bit of a trim, but we really have enjoyed this tank kind of going wild on its own.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
Do it.
subscribe.
the number 3 spot, we have our 36-gallon tank, and this tank currently holds some new baby juvenile angels that we have grown. This tank also includes some beautiful Anubias and some dwarf sage, which is carpeting. This tank also includes some crypts and some wood and stones. We have really loved this tank, and though we really enjoy the angels, we're still kind of thinking maybe something else.
What could it be?
Coming in at number 2, one of our absolute favorite tanks. This is our 20-gallon long Blue Dream shrimp tank. And as you can tell, this tank has just taken off. It has a jungle of Rotala, this beautiful melon sword, along with some moss, dwarf hairgrass, some crypts, and some narrow sage. As you can tell, this tank has no CO2. It does have a little bit of wood, but as you can see, all the shrimps are just booming in population. And our number 1 spot is our crowning jewel, the 75-gallon tank that we keep in our den. This tank includes some polar parrots, some electric blue acaras, and some blood parrot cichlids, and one angel friend. As you can see, we worked really hard to scape this tank.
Also linked in the description below.
And it really gets a lot of enjoyment with the pink rocks and the wood mixed in with all of the amazing plants, which include Anubias, Acrinum, some swords, Rotala, hairgrass, crypts, some Bucephalandra, and even some monsteras out of the top.
Thank you guys so much for joining us, and here's the little extra that you guys have been waiting for. Surprise! What are we doing right now?
Hey party people!
Hi people parties.
We are at the reef looking for some fish. I can't do nothing with you.
Alright, thank you guys so much for joining us in this video. Which one of our tanks was your favorite?
Leave a comment down below. Let us know.
That's right. And we will see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye.